Hello students, good morning. Today we will discuss penetration processes. Yesterday we had studied pre-penetration activities in pathogenesis series. The next series is penetration process. There are two processes, direct penetration and indirect penetration. Microorganisms like fungi may penetrate in many ways, direct or indirect. Both the ways fungi can penetrate in the host plant, where however bacteria mostly enter through wounds and sometimes by natural openings. Viruses, viroids, phytoplasmas and phytoplasma like organisms etc. by mechanical means and by vectors. Thus, we had seen how different microorganisms can enter in the host by the different processes. Now we will study direct penetration through appressorium. Example involved in direct penetration. The cushion-shaped structure formed by the mycelium is known as the appressorium. Here you can see in the diagram, spore is germinating through germ tube and the anterior part of germ tube is becoming or it is showing swelled structure. It is known as appressorium. Thus, Colitotrichum species, which you know form appressorium and enter in the host tissue through these appressoriums. Germ tube, a fungus of apple scare enters in the host through germ tube. Appressorium give rise to penetration pegs. Many times, appressorium when enters in the host, it gives several branches and these are known as penetration pegs. Hostorium, powdery mildew fungi enters in the host through the hostoria, which we know we had studied earlier in the albugo, where fungus absorb nutrients from the host with this organ. Infection cushion example Fusarium, Sclerotinia, fungi imperfecti and Ascomycetes fungi forms cushion-shaped structure. By these cushion-shaped structures, they enter in the host tissues. Structure of the leaf also influence the penetration processes. Here are some mechanisms how fungal organisms, these fungal microorganisms penetrate in the host tissue. Direct with hostoria. Direct, these are the methods of the penetration. Here you can see the hostoria of the fungal spore is entering in the host directly to the epidermis. Here you can also see the fungal spore, hostoria of the fungus is entering directly and there is a formation of subcuticular mycelium. Subcuticular mycelium means presence of mycelium between the cuticle and the epidermal tissue is known as subcuticular mycelium. Direct penetration and presence of fungus mycelium in the subcuticular place. Many times fungal mycelium form germ tubes and these germ tubes enters inside the cells or in between the cells through the directly they through formation of appressorium, or they can enter directly in these host cells. These mycelium may remain in the intercellular spaces or they can go into the cells. There are many examples of mycelium like albugo, where we can see hostoria formation, and it remains in the intracellular spaces. It didn't do not go in the intercellular in the host tissue. This diagram, first diagram, we can see the mycelium is going inside the tissues direct with aprisorium penetration, with aprisorium or penetration peg, or through the intercellular mycelium. The pathogen is going inside the cells. And in this diagram we are showing fungus mycelium or fungus hyphae is sending hostoria. It is not going, it is placing itself in the intercellular spaces. It is not going inside the cells. It is forming hostoria and remaining in the intercellular spaces. This is the diagram. This diagram also showing the presence of mycelium in the intercellular spaces, and this diagram is showing, next diagram and last diagram is showing presence of the mycelium in the intercellular spaces with hostoria. The next slide, how nematodes and higher parasitic plants enter by the direct penetration. Host nematodes have stylet or piercing units on their heads. From these structures known as stylets, they enter directly in the host plants. Here we can see the diagram showing nematodes are entering in the host. This is the diagram showing, these are the diagrams showing the nematodes are entering in the root tissue, nematodes are entering in the host tissues, root knot nematode entering into the roost, female with hatching eggs, and how root knot nematode is entering in the root tissue. Parasitic plants, Cuscuta campestris, when we cut this section, microscopic section shows the Dodder hostoria penetrating the vascular bundle of the host plant. This diagram is showing the direct penetration of the Dodder. Dodder is the parasitic plant. It enters in the host directly and make it diseased. This is the diagram how it is overlapping its host. These are the some direct penetration methods. Now we will study indirect penetration methods. Indirect penetration methods involve penetration through stomata, penetration through hydrathodes, penetration to nectarothodes, penetration through lenticels. Or we can say the penetration through the natural openings is the indirect mode of indirect penetration. Here we can see various diagrams. This is the diagram of a stomata. This guards through these natural openings from guard cells, mycelium of fungus is entering in the host. Here is the next diagram, lenticel. Lenticel formation takes place at the time of secondary growth, and mycelium enters from the complementary cells, loosely arranged parenchymatous cells beneath the cork layer known as lenticels. From lenticels, there arises an natural openings from where this mycelium enters or hostoриum enters or aprisorium enters in the host tissue. These are the necrodium. Necrodium means the neck for when plant forms for sugary substances, there form some natural openings for the dissemination of this um, sticky substances or sugary substances known as nectarothores. Uh, Plants or microorganisms can enter through these nectarothores directly uh, in the host tissue. These are the hydathodes. Hydathodes are present in some plants like tropical plants from where pathogen can enter in the host tissue. You must be knowing the process of guttation. You must had studied this topic in plant physiology, where droplets of waters comes out from the plants when we pass through the many times when we pass through some trees, we feel some drops of waters are coming on our head. The process by which these drops these plants is, spread on us is known as the guttation. The guttation process takes place through the uh, specialized natural openings known as hydathodes. Pathogen can also enter in the host tissue from these hydathodes. You have to make the labeled diagram of all these natural openings. This is the flow chart. How stomatal penetration takes place. Formation of aprisoria, then a formation of penetration peg in the aprisorium, entry of the penetration peg in the some stomatal cavity, formation of infection hypha which penetrate different cells directly or through the hostoria. Some fungal and bacterial pathogens enter in the host through these natural openings called the stomata. Penetration also depends upon the size of stomata, number of stomata, location of the stomata, and time of opening and closing of the stomata. The fungi produces aprisorium stomata, and these aprisorium can invade stomata. These fungi, astilaginales, uridinales, and pernosporales can enter in the host through these natural openings known as stomata. This diagram is showing the penetration of fungi in the host tissue. Entry through stomata. Entry through hydathodes. Lenticels. Entry through lenticels. Lenticels are small pores or opening in the outer environment that provide a pathway for a gas exchange between the atmosphere and plant cells. Develop on any part of the plant such as roots, twigs, stems, or trunks. Thus, we have studied how pathogen can enter in the host tissue through these natural openings. Now, we will study the penetration through wounds. Many times, when hail, frost, insect feeding, cultivation practices, plant wounded, then pathogen can enter through these wounds directly with the help of hostoria or with the help of enzymes or toxins in the plants. These are the diagrams I have earlier. Now we had studied all the infection penetration process in the plants. These are the diagrams which I had already discussed. Penetration through wounds. These three diagrams showing penetration of the fungus through the wounds. Thus, we had studied how the penetration of the microorganisms can take place in the host tissue. Thank you.